Get ready to match the stars. James Darren, Brett Summers, Nipsey Russell, Juliet Mills, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded big money match game 74. And now here's the star of match game 74, Gene Raymer.
Thank you, Johnny Olson. Thank you. Is everyone ready?
We are ready.
Now, I got just one thing. Remind Gene to ask Brett about Stacy Keach's series called Carib. Okay, I'm asking.
I just came back, and everybody in America, I say, if you get a chance to go, go. It was terrific. I loved it. I played a madam, I think.
Oh.
Although they didn't actually say that right out loud.
No, they don't say that on television. You can't say madam on television.
Well, I would never say madam because I know you can't say madam.
Right, okay.
But
you played a part in the Stacy Keach series. Is it all filmed down there?
Yeah, they work partly in Miami, then St. Thomas, St. Croix. And Quinn Martin always does a class act anyway, so you get great accommodations, and it's really marvelous.
Well, I'm glad you came back. You could have run away from home.
Damn near didn't you?
All right, now let's say hello to our two players, shall we? Andrea Goldstein and Patty Sellers. How are you? Andrea's our current champ with $5,600, and that's made her happy. She's being challenged by Patty, who has scored 2. Where are we? We're in the middle of round 1, aren't we? You've had your question, you've got 2, and you're about to have yours. Are you ready for it?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll give it to her right after we give America this message. Okay, here we go. Now, middle of round 1, that means, Andrea, this is for you. Everyone plays. Queen Guinevere said. You remember Queen Guinevere, don't you?
I do.
Yes, of course. She says, after King Arthur rode off to the Crusades, removing my chastity belt was easy. All I needed was blank. Madam. Queen said, did you hear that, Andrea? After King Arthur.
Didn't.
Oh, you didn't hear it. Well,
I think I heard it wrong.
I'll kind of split the difference between Andrea and Brett. After King Arthur rode off to the Crusades, removing my chastity belt was easy. All I needed was blank.
Oh, I got it!
You got it.
Yeah.
Splendid. Sir Richard is the first one finished, as usual.
Thank you, Sir Gene.
All right. James is finished, and Nipsey. All right, Brett, if you got it, what's holding you up?
Darling, it's just
Okay.
the little...
right.
Don't worry about it.
I'll send you
It's
back
there.
to Haiti if you're not careful. Okay, Andrea. Queen Guinevere said, after King Arthur rode off to the Crusades, removing my chastity belt was easy. All I needed was...
A key.
A key? What do you say to that? Up or down? Okay. She says all I needed was a key. What do you say, James?
I wouldn't think that he'd leave any keys around, so I thought she'd open it with a screwdriver.
A screwdriver. All right. Okay, Brett.
Honey, no, he always took the key with him. That was the whole point of the
That's right.
chastity
He took
belt.
the key with him. Didn't you know that?
Darling,
Yes.
she had to have a handyman.
Yes, sir. Hello, all over locksmiths. What do you say, Nips?
I didn't think she'd use a handyman. I thought she was a do-it-yourself woman. All she needed was a hairpin.
A hairpin. Well, that's a traditional thing to pick a lock with. What do you say, Juliet?
I think
all I know, but removing my chastity belt was easy. All I needed was...
Sir Lancelot.
Sir Lancelot. Oh, he and Guinevere were an item, eh? I never knew
They
that.
had a little thing going.
Just good friends? Oh, really? Well, she says they were more than good friends. What do you
I've
say?
worked many Latin countries where they still use these silly things.
Oh, they do?
Oh, sure.
Can you
There's
open it with a hairpin?
You don't open it.
No.
You get a little lubricant.
Yes.
Pour it around the waist,
Right?
and al slippo.
Oh, and slip it down, right?
Remember that, Latin countries, the answer is oil.
Oil.
Really?
Okay.
Then you slip it back on when he comes back.
I see. Okay.
Time just flies away.
price of oil these days, I don't know. No,
Worth every
listen,
penny.
wasn't that the same trip where Sir Lancelot went riding out like mad after King Arthur saying, wrong key?
Oh, yes, that's right. I remember
The
that.
hacksaw, I think.
The hacksaw. Oh, boy. Well, I don't... Okay, so she's a hacksaw. Oh, dear me. All right, 2-0 is the score here now. And we go to round 2, our final round. Ask Patty to make a selection.
I'll stick with A.
All right, there are 2 of you who will not participate. Richard and Brett, you will lay out, and the rest of you do this.
Can I lay out with him?
Peter Pan said to Captain Hook.
I don't like those Peter Pan questions anyway.
He said, "Don't tell a soul, Captain, but Tinkerbell is blank."
I wish I were too.
Don't tell a soul, Captain, but Tinkerbell is blank. Did you hear that, Patty?
Now, write larger.
May I peek at your answer? All right. Okay. Are you finished here?
You wouldn't want to preview this answer, would you?
All right. Put the thing in there. Did you? Yeah. All right. Sure you did. All right. Now, Patty, we come to you. Peter Pan said to Captain Hook, "Don't tell a soul, Captain, but Tinkerbell is
A fairy.
a fairy." Do you believe?
Hello, Tinkerbell.
Oh, Mary, do we believe in fairies?
Don't tell a soul, Captain, but Tinkerbell is... What?
Strange.
Strange? There's a match. Okay. And we go to Nipsey now.
Well, you gotta believe Tinkerbell is pregnant. And I have a good group behind me.
Now, don't tell a soul, Captain, but Tinkerbell is...
Sterile.
That really would be tough.
Would you pass the horseradish, please? Miss Betty, honey, I know it's all shocking to you to be in the midst of all these pregnancies and all of this, but tell us what your answer is, honey child.
I simply am telling the truth. Tinkerbell is the fairy.
A fairy. Yes, 4 for you. Your question coming up right now. A message for you, friends. Here we go. I mean 5. Oh, 5. Hello there. All right. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
At this moment, score is 4-0 in favor of your challenger. You must score 4 to stay in the game. 5 will win another game. Everybody plays.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday afternoon, Joe watched 8 football games in a row. Sunday night, he went sleepwalking and punted his blank through the window. A punt in football is when they take the ball and they kick it. That's a punt in football. Sunday night he went sleepwalking and punted his blank through the window. All right, 2 ready, 3 ready, 4, 5, 6, here we go.
I hate football.
Andrea, Sunday afternoon, Joe watched 8 football games in a row. Sunday night he went sleepwalking and punted his blank through the window.
Wife.
Wife, she said. Okay, James?
Yeah, you know, I think when he was walking, he was groping around in the sleep and he felt something that felt like a football. And
Yes.
it was the backside of his wife.
Oh, it was his wife indeed. Okay, Jim? There's 1. You need 3 more to stay in the game. Brett?
I think those are 2 of the cruelest answers I've ever heard in my entire life.
What would a sweet, humane, lovely, shy, warm person kind person like you say?
Wife.
Wife. Oh. Okay. What say you?
I say the same as say they, only he wasn't asleep. He pointed his wife through the
Okay. We need 1 more for a tie, 2 more for a win, Andre. Juliet.
I didn't say wife.
You didn't say wife.
Being a woman, I said pillow.
You said pillow.
Yes.
Well, she's a foreigner, you know.
Yes. All right.
She's a
1 more
sterile
wife
fairy, you know.
for a tie, and let's see what we get from Sir Richard.
You would boo a lady that played Wendy?
In Peter Pan, you played Wendy, did you? Oh, how sweet.
Beat her 2 games out of 3.
Yeah.
Wife.
Wife ties the score. Now, Betty White, it's squarely on your shoulders. One more wife to win the game. And if you don't say wife, if she doesn't match you, that is, why we'll have to go to a tiebreaker.
That's why I hate sitting here, because you really have so much on your
We like you to sit there because you're so terrific.
Wife.
Wife. Congratulations. Okay. Now we say goodbye to Pally. Say goodbye to Patty. We've got a gift for you together with our thanks for being with us here on Match Game 74. Patty Salas. Now, here you are again.
It's nice.
That's 2 in a row for you. You got 5,700. You could go over 10,000 here, conceivably, if you really get hot here. Let's find out, shall we? Okay. We polled a recent studio audience, Andrea. We got their best response to this. Goodnight blank. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500. If you match it, if you match the next one, you get $250. And the third, $100. Whom do you choose?
Richard?
Goodnight. Yeah. James Darren's maiden name, Irene.
Goodnight, Irene. All right.
Betty?
Betty, goodnight.
Sweetheart.
Till we meet tomorrow. Okay, goodnight, sweetheart.
Nipsey?
Nipsey.
Yes.
Goodnight, blank.
Good night, my love.
Goodnight, my love. Okay. So you've got Goodnight, my love, Goodnight, sweetheart, and Goodnight, Irene. Do you want one of those, or would you like to give us one of your own?
I'll take Irene.
You'll take Irene? I've got Irene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she'll have to take somebody else. All right, so Goodnight, Irene is the one she's looking for. We're going to see if it's up there. And if so, where is it? Is it under the $100 response? I ask you. Yes, it is. Right off the bat. You got $100. All right. Listen, you're not frozen out. You're going to win something here, conceivably, at least the $100. What do you think is under $250? Sweetheart. All right, may we see it, please? Goodnight kiss. Goodnight kiss.
Oh, famous film.
Yeah, all right. Now, goodnight, my love. What?
Chet, bring...
Oh, goodnight, Chet. Oh.
What about goodnight, lady?
Yeah, goodnight, Pierre. Here it is, $500. Goodnight, sweetheart. That was Betty White's answer. So, now, Andrea, you've got the $100. It means you play for $1,000. Which one will you choose?
Has to be Richard.
Okay. Face me, if you please. Here's the $1,000 question.
It's only worth $500 now.
December blank. December blank. He's finished. Andrea, what answer would you suggest that would match his? December?
I think it's Bride.
You want to say December Bride? The audience seems to be with you on that. Let's find out for $1,000 if it is. Does she match you with December Bride?
Oh, dear. Well, you won't be cross because we've won a lot of money. Of course, we've won 1,000 more.
Oh! For you, then you hurry right back. Congratulations. Now, Andrea here is ready to play another game, and we're all ready to play. So to do that, we've got to present another player, and we very happily present to you Mr. Thomas Winters. Hello, Thomas.
Fine, thank you. Fine.
Good. Now we're going to find out a little bit about Mr. Winters. Would you please tell us where you're from and all that sort of thing?
Well, I started life in Indiana on a farm back a few years ago. And I'm presently married to a little lady that got her spanking at a very early age on a farm in Nebraska. So that kind of proves that birds with feathers kind of flock together, you know.
Who spanked her?
I hope the doctor did.
Oh, I see, yes.
Well, I don't believe he didn't.
Do you live in this area now?
Yes, now we live in Los Angeles, and we have 3 adult children and 6 grandchildren.
Okay, congratulations to you.
Life is pretty wonderful.
Good. How long have you been married?
37 years.
How much?
37 years.
37 years. How marvelous. Okay, Tom, if you're ready to play. Oh, is that Mrs. Winters down there?
Yeah, with a red jacket on.
With the red jacket. Hello there.
Very lady.
Yeah, nice to have you with us. Okay, you've got at least a rooting section of one there. Would you please make a selection, Tom?
Oh, I'll take A. Let's start with the alphabet.
All right, A. All right, here we go. The 102-year-old scoutmaster said...
Ha!
Oh, God.
I never
Wake him up there.
I never get lost in the woods. I move so slow. Moss grows on the north side of my blank.
That moss grows.
He says, I move so slow, moss grows on the north side of my blank.
I don't get cross.
I move so slow. Oh, they're all finished up here. You see, they're all finished up here.
Now, if you want to spank someone, spank that lady
Oh,
down
that
there.
lady, all right, I'll get her.
Leave me alone.
Oh,
Are you
no
thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
102-year-old scoutmaster said, I never get lost in the woods. I move so slow, moss grows on the north side of my...
Don't say sterile again, dear.
All right, now, Tom. The 102-year-old scoutmaster said...
I love a parade. I never get lost in the woods. I move so slow, moss grows on the north side of my... Backside. North side of my backside.
Okay, he said back. Back is the answer he is looking for. James, what do you give him?
Well, he always drags his butt.
But
It's a part
they
of the
changed their minds. First they give you the buzzer, and then they give you the ring.
First they say they will, then they say they won't.
From second base.
I don't know if you heard what went on there. First, when he held up his card, they gave him the buzzer, indicating that it was not a match. And then they changed their mind and rang the bell, indicating it was a match. And then Richard said they don't know if they're... Well, you know the rest of it. What do you say?
What did he say?
Nothing. Just show your card. It's show and tell
Oh,
time.
I said, well, up in Maine, you know, people don't move very quick, no matter how
it's
old
all
they are. I
cold
said
up
north
there.
side of you is bottom.
Bottom.
But believe it or
All
not.
right, that's two for you, Tom. How about you, Nips?
I was very proper and very logical. What does moss grow on?
The north side of trees.
On my walking cane.
On my walking cane.
I was logical even if I was stupid. I was logical.
Stupidly logical. Hello, Juliet, my dear.
Well, I was logical even if I was dull. I'm trying to keep the show clean.
Yes.
On
Let's
the
try
north
and keep it
side of my
moving
shoe.
instead.
Shoe. It says north side of my shoe. Richard?
We don't need you to do that.
I
We
move
have a
so
woman
slow.
who comes in twice a week to clean the show.
I move so slow. Moss grows on the north side of my back.
Move
Was
so
his.
slowly, moss grows on the north side of his ear.
On the ear.
Poor devil.
Oh, that's a terrible
Could
condition.
you two come up and sit with me?
How about you?
I think we're going to have another meeting on
Oh,
the north
yeah.
side of my body.
North side of my body? North? On the north side of my body? No, because that... No, it could be, you know...
Even if I'm going south?
No, but that's... She's in there trying, isn't she? Okay, now we got this for you. You ready for it? Here it is. Zelda the Zulu said... That new witch doctor is a real quack. I went to him for a headache, and he stuck a blank in my ear. That new witch doctor is a real quack. I went to him for a headache, and he stuck a blank in my ear.
Make up for the last one.
Got it. I'll bet you got a terrific answer. You got a terrific answer.
If I could see better, I could steal it and say it first.
You've got beautiful eyes.
Thank
Stuck a
you.
what in his ear?
Hey, a blank in my ear.
Oh, a blank?
The whole object of this game. You put something in the blank.
What'd she say about the witch doctor?
He's a quack.
The new witch doctor is a real quack.
Oh,
I went to him for a headache,
Yeah.
and he stuck a blank in my ear.
gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
The thinking process is alien to your whole being, isn't it?
I'm a very emotional person.
Yes, all right. Now, here we go. Now, we come to you, Andrea. Zelda the Zulu said that new witch doctor is a real quack. I went to him for a headache, and he stuck a blank in my ear.
I can think of his pill.
A pill in my ear. A pill in my ear, she said. James, let me see yours.
They didn't have thermometers, they used their fingers.
Put a finger instead of a thermometer. We got to move along here, Brett.
You're gonna hate my answer so bad. You said he was a quack, right? I said he put a bush in your ear.
That answer so bad.
He was aiming at her nose. He put a bone in her ear.
A bone in the ear. Here,
Well, he
Zelda
got a
Zulu.
lot of them. He put a feather.
He stuck a feather in her ear.
Put a spear
Stuck
in
a
her
spear
ear.
in her ear.
And a rattle in her cattle.
So it's like a rattle in her ear. Got no pills there, Andrea. All right, at the end of round 1, 2-0 in favor of the challenger. Now this message for all of you. Well, that's it, folks. Time is up. Goodbye. You will come back.
Yes.
And you're not going away mad.
No.
Okay.
Going away happy.
You're not going away mad, are you?
No, we'll be right here.
Because you've all done a good thing for us.
hope
And I'm
Andrea
grateful
wins
to you eternally. Gene Rayburn, Match Game 74. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 74. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of the CBS stations.